Ready to find your flow? AFSA's got you covered.
That's right. The hands-on training lab in Richardson, Texas is where you trade PowerPoints for pipe wrenches. Real tools, real systems, and real experience you can actually use.
And if you're ready to test your skills, check out the hands-on NFPA 25 workshops, where you'll inspect, test, and maintain live sprinkler systems and fire pumps. No simulations, no fluff, just pressure, flow, and know-how.
It's the perfect way to get under pressure without cracking under it.
So get fired up and register today at firesprinkler.org. Spots fill faster than a charged branch line.
AFSA, where you don't just learn the code, you live it.
What up, hydraulic homies?
All right, folks, big news. For the next 2 weeks, the K-Factor podcast is bringing you actual convention energy straight from the AFSA 44 Expo floor.
The K-Factor crew walked on the expo floor with microphones and no supervision.
Not even a little. People just kept coming to us like we looked important.
Huge mistake on their part. We were just standing there holding microphones and looking confused.
But hey, we rolled with it. We got quick conversations, surprise drop-ins, random hot takes, real insights, and one guy that thought we were hosting a game show.
Tut. Now you get to hear it all. Short, spontaneous, and way more fun than we intended. Let's jump in.
Welcome to the K-Factor podcast, where we turn up the heat on all things fire protection. Brought to you by the American Fire Sprinkler Association. This podcast sparks conversations about the latest technology, trends, and tools shaping the industry. Join the AFSA tech team as we fan the flames of innovation in fire safety.
All right, we're here on the AFSA 44 convention floor with Martin Workman with Viking. He's the Vice President of Product Experience. Did I get that right?
Sure.
Yeah, perfect. And he is our Henry Parmalee Award winner this year. Congratulations. That's awesome.
It's a wonderful award. It means a lot. It really does. It means a lot to me. So it's great.
So how did you get started in this industry?
Probably like a lot of people. I was going to college and just needed another job to help pay for it. And
That's fair.
a guy said he knew I worked. I grew up in a rural area, so he knew I wasn't afraid of getting dirty. So the next Monday, I'm on a job site unloading pipe, way overdressed for it. But yeah, I started out there and got the apprenticeship program.
Okay.
In West Michigan, we had an apprenticeship program. And so they put me through that. So kind of learned about it. And, I didn't know the AFSA until I'd already become a journeyman. I was doing apprenticeship training in our area. And AFSA was working with ABC at the time to put together a national apprenticeship program. So I was able to contribute young.
Nice.
So, yeah.
What do you think is the largest challenge currently facing our industry?
There's a lot of them, to be honest with you, depending on your outlook. From a manufacturer's standpoint, it's a counterfeit product.
Okay.
We deal with that quite a bit. I've had the opportunity to travel quite a bit for Viking. Toured a factory in China that was making Viking sprinkler heads. It actually said Viking on the wrench boss. And they really didn't know who I was. I was there with other people and just taking photos. It was
Sure, that went over well.
that was an odd experience. But so that's from a manufacturing standpoint, that's a difficulty. And then within the trade itself, it's and you guys know it probably as well as anybody, is keeping the interest of the young people entering the trade. It's hard. You know, people want to be gamers. They want to work behind a desk. They want
to do the cool stuff.
Yeah, they want to buy cryptocurrency and retire at 25 or whatever some people have done.
Right.
So the more that we can make this trade more professional, to where people can, grow into, say, different positions. Some guys like being fitters their whole lives. Other people want to see other opportunities. So I think it's important that we keep that kind of in our windshield, not our rearview mirror.
Okay.
Yeah. We need to keep that up. But other than that, it's a great trade. I think I do a lot of product development. There's challenges there. Every now and I gotta say, all the easy stuff is done. Now we're going to work on some real hard stuff.
So what's been the most exciting project you've gotten to work on recently?
Let's see.
At least one that you're allowed to talk about.
Well, actually, InstaSeal. That's something that in 2019, where the idea came up, and we tested it for 2 years before we put it out. And that's a hand-tight installation for a sprinkler head.
Okay.
In a welded. If you haven't been by our booth, there's a whole bunch of it there. And what that does is it keeps the sprinkler from being damaged. You're putting it in hand-tight. There's no pipe, there's no dough, no tape, no dough. So it saves a ton of labor. And I think a lot of our product development is looking at that. How can you eliminate the labor factor into it? You're still putting up big pipe, though. I mean,
yeah, there's no getting around that.
Yeah, it's hard to get around that.
Somebody's got to get it in the air.
There's no magic water yet.
Unfortunately. Technology's been changing a fair bit for our industry. Where have you seen technology making the biggest impact on what we do?
Well, the different sprinkler heads, for the most part. When I started in the trade wasn't that difficult. We had the ones that looked up, the ones that looked down, and the ones that popped out the wall. And they came in a couple of colors. That was it. We didn't know as much about storage as we do today. And we're learning more about it. Some of the storage challenges that contractors run into. NFPA 13 silent on automatic storage retrieval systems. They're silent on a lot of things. And that's a difficulty. That's where that technology, we're either going to end up putting in a whole lot more sprinklers, or we're going to help maybe drive that industry to leave us some food spaces, which they're not. I mean, none at all.
Right.
Actually, the way they load the totes, I'm just going to call them totes. I think most people know what they look like, but there's no way for the water to get through it.
We're talking in like an ASRS system, yeah, automatic storage and retrieval.
Yeah,
yeah.
And those can be difficult because they change. We were doing testing on one arrangement, and 2 weeks later they found out if they turned the boxes, they could get more storage,
of course,
more cube space. Nothing we tested prior to that worked. So we've got to go back through and rethink it all again.
I love that.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Because, testing's just so cheap and affordable, right?
Yeah. They almost give it away.
What is your favorite part about coming to the AFSA conventions?
Well, now that I'm older, it's really seeing all the people that I know. You know a lot of these guys because you sit on committees with them. And maybe you do and don't agree about the same thing in a committee, but this is it's a very nice place to, just see people have kind of more of a relaxed, casual talk. The exhibition is always great. I work for a manufacturer, so I'm pretty monocentric. I know a lot about Viking, but it's always good to know what a lot of these other products that I would normally see. All the computer stuff is awesome.
Right.
Now, the first AFSA I went to was like 1996. I think there was like one guy showing CAD.
Right.
It was like one guy, and I don't know what he got, 10 or 12, doing something digital,
Right.
So it's pretty cool stuff.
Has there been any products or technologies that you've seen here that you're pretty excited about?
Well, the Arco guys had some, sounds stupid, but they've got some pretty cool head wrenches.
Okay.
Spring wrenches. I was a fitter, so
right.
I still think of that. And there's some other, like the flexible drops. Those folks have some cool stuff. And then there was a lot of the stuff with BIM. I thought pretty interesting. So.
Did you go to the seminar on BIM?
I didn't. No,
okay.
There's so many this week. It was hard. It was terrible because you couldn't get to all of them.
Yeah, right. And you have to pick between the seminars. And you're like, well, there's the 4 different good ones that I all want to go to.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, we really appreciate you taking some time and coming and chatting with us. Well, let's get back to it.
Yeah, you guys enjoy the show? Appreciate it.
Thank you,
nice meeting you guys. Thanks.
All right. We are here on the AFSA 44 Expo floor with Mariana Barrios. Did I get that right?
Yeah, the good.
Heck
Perfect.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the podcast. Now, you are trying to help bring AFSA to
All Latin America. That's
Awesome.
our goal.
How's that going?
Well, we are going really well. We are starting with memberships because we want to make the AFSA community in Latin America first, to invite everyone to join us and to start making this big community. This is really nice for me every time that I come to your conventions, because really it's like a family. When you go sometimes to other bigger conventions and bigger things, people just say hello, but here everyone knows everyone.
Right.
People always try to help each other, and you know that they're talking. So that is a good part of being a member of AFSA, that you're going to get people of your own industry that can help you with your problems or with your projects, and that you can develop your business bigger in a community. So we are so excited to bring this to Latin America.
Well, that's awesome. I'm excited for it.
Yes, I hope to have you, Eric, down there for hands-on training.
I'm sure we can arrange something. Yeah, that sounds exciting. But how did you get started in this industry?
Well, we started 23 years ago. Our company name is EnginZone, and we started with another organization in mechanical engineering called ASME.
Okay.
Because we don't have, after people finish college, we don't have like many training for engineers and professional technicians. So we saw that gap. We have friends that were engineers, and that they were like, we need to bring training from outside the country to start getting a better level of professionals. So we started 23 years ago, and with NFPA 18 years ago. So we have experience in this.
Okay.
So now with you guys, I think that we are going to go into contractors and installers. That it's good that there's no training for them in Latin America.
Okay. Is there a certain training you're targeting to bring there first, or are we just kind of going for all of it?
I think that we are going to work the program later, because it's for a long time, and first build a community.
Okay.
And let's start realizing what the market is demanding more, and what are the contractors and installers in Latin America needing first to work it together.
Okay. So what are the biggest challenges y'all are currently facing in the Latin America area?
The big challenge to formalize the market.
Formalized market?
Yes, because I think that we are like when you all started, that this business is like, I am a plumber, or my father taught me, or my grandfather had the company, but you don't really get a proper training with all the technology that you have now, and all the new tools that we can have. So that's a big challenge. Bring technology, bring innovation, and have people really have a proper training, not just what they learn from their family or from working on the field.
Right.
Yeah.
How popular are sprinklers in Latin America? Are they starting to become more and more popular? Is this a
now
direction we're trending, or is it still very hit and miss?
They're more popular now because of legislation. The countries are getting formal, but we're just starting that. Our constructions are not like here, that they are wood constructions. Because of the earthquake, we are more concrete constructions. So we don't have as much home fires as you have here. But we have these huge industry fires as well as you have here. Maybe oil and gas things going on that the companies don't really realize how having a sprinklers can save lives and property.
Right.
Yeah, they don't realize, like, after they have the hazard, that they have lost a lot of money instead of just putting the sprinklers that are cheaper when you are starting the project. So that's what the goal, to start people realize that it's cheaper to put sprinklers than to lose lives and property.
So are they kind of transitioning from a more passive approach to a more active approach? Is that kind of the trend that we're starting to see?
Yes. And that's why I'm looking for members and to open chapters to have the help of all of them to make that happen in a region.
Well, that's awesome. Yes. What technology or what things have you seen on the floor that have you most excited?
Well, I saw some emergent technologies that they were really interesting.
Okay.
About these sprinklers, that they are intelligent, and the only one sprinkle opens to stop the fire. So you save water,
Okay.
and you save also property because not all the rest of the room gets wet.
Okay.
So that was really interesting, and also the mist, that now they're working with mist. The sprinklers are getting mist. So I think that that's really awesome, something new to see and to start working on.
So I know one of the biggest challenges we have here, at least stateside, is that our building codes currently don't give water mist the same credit that sprinkler systems get. Is that a challenge that y'all are also seeing down there? Or is water mist getting more credit?
I don't think that we are even thinking about water mist.
Okay.
So that's why it was so interesting for me is watching that. Yeah,
Right.
and then we all have to work about the codes and standards that they are really necessary, that we have to have proper codes, pay for them, have all this thing going, that proper team codes, and that people have to really read them all, not adapt a code, but the country have to adopt the whole code as well. So for everything to work properly.
So are they mostly adopting NFPA codes, or are they going with another
in Latin
set of...
America, we're all working with NFPA for
Okay.
many years now. So
Awesome.
we're all working with the same code, so that's fine.
Okay, that's, yeah, I know sometimes that can be a challenge, is like when you start getting in other parts of the world, they've adopted different codes from different regions, and it's like, okay, this is now we've got a couple different competing codes. And
No, we have the NFPA codes in all our legislations, and it's really good because we already have the codes in Spanish.
okay,
So the making training with AFSA is going to be easy because you are also using the same codes that are already translated. So that's going to be good.
right.
And I think it's really cool too, because I know at AFSA we've been really trying to get the training books into Spanish too. I know that's
Yeah.
something that would probably be, very vital.
I think
Yes.
she's been the big push for that too.
Really?
I'm pretty sure she's the one that got that whole conversation started.
Yes,
So
I've been working in this for 3 years and coming over and talking to tell you that we are a big community there, that we
yeah.
are needing you to help us with that, to
Well,
bring
and-
innovation and training.
and that push is also good because I think we also need some of that training in Spanish language here
In the US.
stateside
Yes,
as
yeah.
well. So I think it is a benefit to everybody involved to get some of that training.
Yeah. I didn't
in the other
realize until I came coming to these conventions that you have lots of Latin people working in the industry here, and the company owners, they don't really know if they are properly trained because they don't speak the language. So as soon as we have everything translated, we can start working that also here in the US. So
Right.
it's going to be from both sides good. Yeah, it's a win-win.
Fair enough. Oh my gosh, I just blanked on my question for you. What was it? Oh, was there any seminars that you particularly enjoyed while you were here for this?
Yes, the IA one, the emerging technologies,
Okay.
and of course, women in the industry.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
I
was-
heard very good things about that seminar.
Yes.
So
It's always packed in there.
And this year were a lot of men there because last year we were all kind of women, and this year there were a lot of men there. So it's good that they are looking at us in the industry, and that maybe we can make a big change and a big push there.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it even helps this year, especially with the competition. We had a female competitor this year as well.
I'm rooting for her. I hope that she wins. Yeah, because they told me that 15 years ago, one woman won the competition.
Yeah, it was the first one ever, and she won it. So
Yes. So let's hope that she gets this year to win the competition.
how does convention this year compare to conventions in the past?
I think that it's really good, and you have these big brands always supporting AFSA. That's really important. We have the big ones here, and especially for me, I already know people, so it's nicer coming
Right.
and have people to say hello, even in the booth of some brands that I can go back and say hi, I'm back again, and all that. So for me, it was really nice this year because
Yeah.
I have friends like you that I can go and
Always
say hello.
fun. Yeah, every
Yes.
year we walk in and it's like, oh, hey, yeah, I've
Yeah.
been a minute, but I definitely remember. So yeah, the networking is always
Yeah,
amazing.
it's always
And
amazing. Yes. So I'm going back home really happy and with a lot of things to work, to plan, and to bring AFSA to Latin America for all of us.
Perfect. Well, we're really looking forward to helping with that goal of expanding our trainings and offerings and whatnot. And we'll look forward
Thank
to
you.
growing that partnership.
Really, the AFSA team has been really supporting with us. So it's really good, and thank you so much for that.
Appreciate you coming on the podcast.
Thank you for inviting me.
Not a problem.
This has been the K Factor Podcast. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share wherever you tune in to podcasts. Or head over to our website for more. Reach out to us anytime at technical@firesprinkler.org. Stay safe and always learn as we keep the fire protection conversation going.